You know, it really is kind of amazing that I am sitting in front of this game and playing a demo of it all these years later. Yeah, join the club, Sam. I'm gonna get crushed too. Either by nostalgia or by Airbuster. Ha! Okay, Sam, no problem. At the very least, Sam, you will have plenty of opportunity to stay caught up, because I'm going to be going slowly. I hope, Cadenza, if they can do a remake of FF8 or 9 and make it as good as this is looking to be, Square is going to not be worried about money for a long time. But first, I want to just take a quick listen to the original theme here, so I'm going to shut up and lend an ear. I mean, hell! It'd be great to see remakes of the older games. 4, 5, and 6, even. Or 1. Oh, sorry, Greyhearts. I'm sorry, man. You can catch the VOD, though. Take it easy, Greyhearts. Have a good night. Thank you, Greyhearts! I'll tell you what, the music so far is solid. And I mean, I didn't really have time to listen to the whole thing at PAX because there were other content creators and journalists who also wanted to get in on the demo. And I wanted to make sure I got my turn, but I didn't want to overstay my welcome, so... But now that I've had a chance to listen to the full loop of the title theme, they kept it pretty true. I'm happy with this. And select a version of... Oh, wait a minute. That's... We press X to start. Inverted Y-axis, please, and normal mode. Tactics would be a dream of a dream, Telperion, but I would be very happy to see a remake of that. Oh, and the demo I played was shorter. It didn't have this. Time to shut up and listen. Oh my gosh. This is my first time seeing this. Eris looks good. She looks really good. Oh, and it's a leaky Mako pipe she's looking at. That wasn't really clear in the original. Oh, good job, idiot. Really, dude? What an ass. Just step right on that flower. This is 1-to-1 the original intro. Yay! It's actually happening, guys. I still can't quite believe it. Okay, and they even have area names displayed now. Seamless transition. Avalanche actually gets some screen time this time. That's good. Look at this.
Get down here, Merc.
There it is. All right. All right, here we are. So we're going to do this first battle.
Oh! Who goes there?
And then we're going to take a pause.
You're up.
So, Jigokuro, I did actually have a chance to familiarize myself with this at PAX. But I'm going to be playing kind of slow and deliberately just to show some of the stuff that you can do. Because... Sam, what is this? Oh, Sam, you shush! Sam, you shush! Your wise-ass mouth. Oh, man. Really, Sam? Oh, the tech demo, Mihawk. Yeah, the tech demo was all we had for a long time. But now we're looking at a playable, functional demo, which is incredible. So, I want to go over some of the stuff that the game allows you to do, and that's maybe the same and different. So this is going to be a slower, more deliberate explanation. And some of this I will be learning along with you guys. Some of it I remember from the demo at PAX. But, even though they've updated the combat, it still feels pretty good. So what we've got basically...
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
We've got a regular attack, right? Plain old regular attack. Then we've got Punisher mode, which is a slow, deliberate, heavy stance. Where your attacks are stronger, but slower. And you get some items out of that as well, I guess. Before we go any further, though, I just want to take a moment to appreciate the environmental detail here. Because they went out of their way. They really did pretty much everything as you would imagine it being in a real 3D environment. Not to mention, quite a lot of the stuff lying around here. You have an out of battle even, you have a regular physical attack you can use for breaking boxes and crates. And you can also use it to just knock stuff around. I guess not those, but these. These are some pretty durable boxes, I'll tell you what. But this does actually have a use. And it is used for... Yeah, Clint, I know. Out-of-touch old Japanese men, right? I guess, Akime, but the force with which he swings it... Well, yeah, exactly, Mihawk, exactly. And key memento, the guy, just to respond to an earlier comment, the guy carrying the box had plenty of room to see Eris drop the flower. He saw her drop it in the ground. He just might not have been able to see over the box, but he knew it was there. But the out-of-battle attack does have a purpose, which is... And I think actually I'm going to... Oh, I can't access the menu yet. Its purpose is to break boxes where you can find some power-ups. This, I guess, is the guy that Biggs and Jesse KO'd. But I mean, music is on point. Atmosphere, we look up, we can actually see the Mako reactor. You can see the plumes of smoke coming out of it and everything. Those are animated. And if you look closely at the smoke coming out of the reactor, you can see little green specks in it. Let me see if I can back up a little bit. Which is a really nice detail. You can see specks of life stream in the smoke. Hello, Golmaner, welcome! No, Sam. The square button is to attack. The triangle button is to interact. And the X button is still confirm. But the X button also opens the commands menu, from which you can either switch between characters, but no one's in the party right now, or you can use spells, special abilities, or items. Right now we've only got some potions and ethers. Let's go access the menu, though, because...
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see them!
Have fun.
Got the good old Japanese grunts that are a requisite part of the VA. It's good, Davril. It's good. So, basically, the way that combat works in this game is... The ATB gauge still exists in a form, but rather than just charging on its own and characters only being able to take action when the ATB gauge is charged, it only charges a little bit over time. It charges more if you actually attack enemies. So you've got basic attacks that you can use anytime with square button, regardless of your ATB gauge. The ATB gauge itself is used for your big hits. It's used for your spells, your items, your limit breaks, and your summon magic. And presumably later in the game, when command materia become available, I'm guessing it's also going to be used for your commands like Steal and Death Blow and all of that other fun stuff, enemy skills, all that kind of stuff as well. The music is fantastic, Sam. It's just a better version of the original bombing mission theme. I couldn't ask for more. And the voices are pretty solid, too. I was worried about that as well, but it seems I had no need to worry. So basically, filling the ATB gauge, you gain charges. And these guys are going to die too quickly for me to really be able to demonstrate that much. But you use your regular attacks, your ATB gauge fills up. From which point, once it's full, we then gain the ability to use a command.
Enough of this.
Which we use with X. Now, depending on how you have the ATB gauge set, you can pause the battle when you're selecting commands, or you can go with the original style of combat, which is set everybody on auto attack no matter what's going on, and you just take the time to select commands while time is passing. So, you go to abilities, and you've got Braver and Focus Thrust. Braver, I guess, is no longer a limit break. It's been, I guess, downgraded to a normal attack, but let's try it out. Let's finish this guy. And there it is. It's a big hit. It's a death blow. I guess he returned to the planet or something. And now he's throwing grenades, which is nice. They use basically the same moves they always did, but they use it in real time, and you can use the terrain to actually block attacks. There's also an attack you can use by holding the square button rather than just tapping it. This is the tap. This is what you get if you hold it. So the tap is a single target attack. Holding the button down is an like an AoE kind of a 360. Oh, Hado, does Limit Break not require ATB? Okay, that I don't really remember. I played the demo for like 15 minutes. I thought Limit Breaks required ATB. But I think they have some other resource they use instead then. No, I don't know, Yami, but we might be able to... Okay, here we go. Now we can open the menu. So now... And then we've got a little action icon, which is just... We jump over the turnstiles.
Drop the weapon!
As
You got this.
everybody else
Yeah,
sneaks
what
in.
he said.
How did they not hear them? Alright, so... Guarding, innovating. So that's another element that they've kind of always had. There was always a defend option in the original game. But they've obviously had to change it around a little bit for an action-based battle system. So now you press R1 to guard, and you actually have kind of a Dark Souls sort of roll on circle. Although it doesn't function quite the same way as the roll in Dark Souls. It doesn't appear to have any invincibility frames as far as I can tell, but it will get you out of harm's way faster than walking or sprinting.
You're coming with us.
So
Get surrounded. Try harder. Whatever.
here's the guard. It just reduces damage. It's basically the same as defend, but in real time in a 3D battle system. And then this is the roll, which has decent distance on it. But as you can see, it's not really useful for evading stuff like machine gun fire. Not at close range anyway, maybe if you're further away. But it does not appear to have any invincibility on it, which we'll see in a little bit better detail when we get to the boss fight. And we start being attacked with AoEs. But, another thing you can do is you can use L1 to use command shortcuts, so you don't actually have to pause the battle. You can, for example, hold L1 and just press triangle for focused thrust. Or hold L1 and press square for braver. And you can map your buttons to whatever moves you want. So if I want to go to the main menu, this is probably a preliminary menu. It probably will be a little bit more polished than this in the final game. This is most likely just demo UI. It might be a more fancy dressed up version of this, but... there might be Trip A. We can check the tutorial for that. They do have information on it here. But basically, if you go to battle settings, you can select what commands you want to set to which buttons. So I'm going to set fire to L1 and X. It doesn't look like you can map limit breaks to this, but you can map spell... Oh, no, you can! I just missed it. So yeah, you can set limit. But what I'm going to do then is... I'm going to just set cross slash, and I can use potions manually. It looks as though you only get to choose one limit break at a time, whereas in the original, you would set your limit break to a single level, which, unless it was level 4, you'd have 2 limit breaks you could use. That's not much of a change, and it's probably fine. Well, Akime, but that's why I say this is a demo UI. They probably will do something with this that's a little bit nicer in the final version of the game. I would expect. So, that's fine. Nobody else is in the party at the moment, apparently. Spells, it looks like all we've got is fire. Inventory, it's just potions and ethers. We do not have the option to change our materia. However, we can, even in the demo, look at Cloud's equipment. So, weapon, armor, accessory, this is exactly the same as it was in FF7. The stats are exactly the same as they were in FF7. Okay, Hado, so it's just a separate limit gauge, I gotcha. I don't know why I thought it came out of ATB, but you're right, they had a limit gauge in the original game. I'm not sure where I got it into my head that limit gauge was dependent on ATB. Limit gauge is a separate thing, as it was in the original. Lesser and greater resistances, I'm not 100% sure about. They're probably percentage reductions. Immunities and absorbed elements are self-explanatory. They were in the original game. There is, I believe, also an explanation of all the stats. And there are explanations of your moves and whatnot as well. If we go to manual, I think battles... Where is it? In the field, basics. Attributes. So, whoops. Basically, they give you explanations of what every attribute does, which is nice, and these all do the same things they did in the original game, except that luck now finally, bloody finally, luck modifies your success rate with steel, which was not the case in the original version of the game. It was handled by a very unreasonable, unfair algorithm that at times made it impossible or near impossible to steal from enemies. Stealing in the original game was not modified by luck. And in most of the original FF games, stealing was not modified by luck, it turns out. So they finally changed that, and this is a good change. Which means you can actually now increase your steal success rate by stacking luck. So it's actually useful for something other than just getting an occasional crit. Granted, for that purpose alone, luck was very, very powerful in Final Fantasy VII in the original game, because it did contribute to your crit rate, if I remember correctly. So... Or actually, I think it was dexterity in FF7. Or something along those lines. Maybe it was luck. It's been a while, but it was that stat. So they give you these nice little tutorials and explanations of the fact that now we have a mini-map. God, how handy would this have been in the original game, right? How helpful would it have been to have a mini-map? And we've got a compass with an objective marker. So anybody who is used to this in newer games, they'll do okay. They won't get lost. Although for some reason, you can toggle between the compass and the mini-map, but you can't have both of them active at the same time. Goodness only knows why. What I'm going to do here, though, actually, is I'm going to go to audio. I'm going to turn these down a little, because they are blasting my eardrums out, and I'm going to turn it up a bit in OBS. There we go. Yeah, Akime, you were there for that FF9 playthrough when I stole all the advanced equipment. Freaking all of it. So everyone can still hear the music and the game clearly, yeah? I might actually go one more down and then boost it in OBS a bit more. There we go. Okay, I want to make sure everyone can hear the awesome soundtrack and the voices and all the sounds and everything, too. I just need to adjust the volume in my headphones, because as much as I enjoy the music and everything, my ears are getting blown out here. Alright. Camera and controls. Look at all the options they give us here. These options were designed by somebody who understood what one of the people who played the game originally would want in this game. Look at all the controls you get for the camera here. There's stuff in here that I don't even know what it does. I am going to turn vibration off. And I never was fond of screen shake, so I'm going to leave that off too. I always found that distracting and obnoxious, but look at this. Lock-on switching. You can switch it from direction input to switch in order, which I think I'm actually going to do. Lock-on controls. You can switch it between the right stick or the left and right directional buttons. You can switch your camera view for ally commands to your active character or your non-active character. Invert X and Y, obviously. You can change your camera responsiveness. The camera pulls back to show a wider area when the character is moving, which is a good feature, but one that not everyone will want. Guess what? You can turn it on or off. Camera slope angle. The camera changes angle to match sloping terrain. Again, really nice option. Matter of personal preference. They let you pick. Unbelievable how much of this they thought of, you know? Like, this is what I mean when I say that I'm so glad so many of the original team members and people who knew what the hell they were doing were brought onto this project. Camera repositioning. This is basically auto adjust. Handy, but you don't always want it. I don't necessarily want it. And then you can adjust the camera distance. In and out of battle. I'm gonna set it to 2. Combo targeting, Trippe, sets target switching method when you're using the right stick. Basically, the difference is if you have it set to switch in order, it will switch between enemy A, enemy B, and enemy C, no matter where they are on the screen. Whereas if you have it set to directional input, it will switch to whatever enemy is next to the enemy you're currently targeting. Oh, combo targeting. I'm sorry, Trippe. This sets your target switching functionality when you're using a combo attack, which basically means if you're fighting 3 enemies and you want to use multiple square button inputs, like you want to use Cloud's single target square, square, square combo. Or if you want to hold the square button and use his AoE auto combo. If you have combo targeting set to fixed, he will use every hit in that combo on the same enemy. Whereas if you have combo targeting set to free, you can have Cloud use 2 of the hits in the combo, then press the right stick in left or right direction, and he will switch to a 3rd enemy and perform the last hit of the combo on that 3rd enemy. Upset Coffee. I don't think in 97 they ever imagined they could do anything like this. I bet if you had told the dev team of FF7 when this game originally came out that they would be doing a remake of it right now on current gen hardware for an audience that loved it so much that they bought 11 million units of it, they probably would laugh at you if you were to go back in time and tell them that. Oh, Mel, it looks like it turned out okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, Fennec, welcome! Akime, if they were asked to do this on PS2 hardware, it would have ended up like The Last Guardian. That's what would have happened. Yeah, exactly, Yami. That's probably something like what they would have said. So, we get all this nice, these little tutorials and explanations, the ATB gauge and battle commands. So the ATB gauge fills as time passes, as you attack enemies, or as you perform successful guards. When all charges are filled, use them to unleash a powerful ability, or save one for when your HP gets low. Right? Summoning materia must be set to invoke summons in battle, which we'll get to probably in the actual game, because I don't think they give us any summons for this version. If a battle looks hopeless, you can still run away. Run in the opposite direction until the enemy stops giving chase. Simple. We got the shortcuts, we got items, and you can use the in-battle items like grenades. Those still exist. They were in the original version of the game, and I think some enemies in this demo can drop them. Guard against physical and magic attacks, both. So it doesn't matter, physical and magic. Guarding does not work on all attacks, though. If it proves unsuccessful, use circle to escape. So that's pretty standard fare. It looks like they are trying to encourage you to do a perfect guard, although they don't explicitly tell you that. Another nice thing they have is they give you the ability to catch up on the story. So if you've been away for a while, you can open the map and press L2, which we will do. And we get a big map here as well, which is a really nice touch. We press L2, main scenario, enter the reactor grounds. So if you forgot where you were and what you were doing, yeah, Trippe, but they're not in the demo. I'm glad we were wrong too, Mel. But honestly, Mel, it seems like the best decision they made was throwing Nomura off the team. Which is ironic because, you know, he had a very important role in the original game, but he was one of the most backward, out-of-touch people as far as his influence on the original iteration of the remake, back when it was being made by that weird studio no one had ever heard of. Hey, Dalo! I don't know, Yami. That's a good question. They might. We know that the cross-dressing scene in Sector 6 is still in the game, so anything is possible. I tell you what, though, I am really loving this map. I'm loving that you can zoom in on the map. You can move the cursor around and check your objectives. Enter the reactor grounds. You can just... They've modernized it really, really well, and yet they've preserved, it seems, a lot of what was good about the original and what people are nostalgic for. You know, people like me. And I want to point a couple things out here. I want to point out that they did not spare any expense on the environmental detail. So, first of all, we actually have an arrivals and departures board for the trains. We have some fairly realistic looking advertisements for Benora White quality apple juice. Delicious, fresh, healthy. These are just one-to-one the kinds of ads you would see in storefront windows on a Tokyo street, right? No, they didn't spare any expense on anything from the looks of it, Gary. I might have, Clint. Oh, yeah, exactly, Sam. That. I really hope they preserve the scene at the Honeybee Inn as well. I don't know, Hedo. I think it has charm in other ways. It definitely doesn't have the charm of a 1997 PS1 game, but, like, look at these ads, right? Elegance. This is basically Eris's purse. And here's my favorite one. Hair tonic, ideal for scalp care. And if you look at the yellow print down on the bottom, for astonishingly radiant and spiky hair. So we now have a lore explanation for Cloud's hairstyle. And then they've got this, which is an advertisement for a Shinra camera. See the world through her eyes with Shinra X sensor technology. This ad is a riff on Sony cameras. The SNR58 serial number is a riff on one of Sony's line of digital cameras. So this is a very Japanese ad because they're saying, oh look, cats can see well at night. Don't you want to be able to see well at night? Check this out. But the hair tonic one is my favorite. And then, if we look over here, clear icicle mineral water. That just sounds so refreshing right about now. And my favorite one of these, look at this. You want to talk about a product you want to buy, Yami? Red Lord energy drink. With a big angry picture of a bomb on it. Y'all want some Red Lord energy drink? I know, Upset Coffee. It's... Yeah, that is a good gamer, Juicy. I mean, I genuinely would try a can of Red Lord. I've never touched an energy drink in my life. I would try this. Oh no, don't burn your pizza, Okono. The thing that killed all the unicorns energy drink. Right, Clint. So, I don't know, man. I love the detail. I love the detail in the environments. They really did a fantastic job with the atmosphere. And you've got this kind of more vaporous, watery steam coming off of the equipment that's going on over here compared to the big, thick, evil smoke coming out of the reactor. And they really do an amazing job of giving you a sense of the scale of the reactor here, too. And just of the... I love how all the signs are still in Japanese as well. This one says... what is it? Tachi Iri Kinshi, I think. Do not enter or keep out. Yeah, I believe this is Tachi Iri Kinshi. And then the kanji on the train down here, this just says, well, it's pronounced gi, but if you were to use it in the actual word that it's part of, it's abunai, danger. So it's just like a little danger warning saying, yeah, don't, funny thing, it's what I said at the beginning of the stream, don't stand on the goddamn train tracks. So that's just real Japanese. Yeah, you can, Yami, but you and I are probably the only ones. Well, no, there actually might be a few others in chat who can. And then they've got a bunch of these other just ordinary, like regular-ass advertisements that you would see on any billboard, any street corner. More mineral ice water. This one here is just an ad for Shinra Construction Company that essentially says, we are building the future today, is what it amounts to. And what we do for Midgar, and for you. Shinra Electric Power Company, merging innovation with creation. We work hard so you can live well, Shinra. Yeah, safety and trust, Yami. And then, look at this. Remember when I did Final Fantasy VII on stream and we looked at the map on the train of the rail route that goes around the central pillar of Midgar? And we talked about how that rail map makes no goddamn sense? They actually drew a new rail map that makes sense. Look at this, they've got a green line, a red line, a yellow line, a silver line, a blue line. This is basically just the Boston subway. And they made this really beautiful detailed rail map that probably nobody but me is going to look at, and maybe Plague. No, it's not the Tokyo rail map, Trippy, because Midgar has a simple layout. Everything is symmetrical. And they've even got, look at this, a real-ass departure schedule for the trains. If you go to any train station in Tokyo, you will see a board identical to this. This is just one-to-one a Japanese train schedule for any major city. Yeah, I knew he would, Asylum Cat. That's why that's probably why he came to raid me, because he knew I'd still be looking at bricks. Well, no, Stark Realm, but who's gonna try to stop Cloud? Other than these poor jobber Shinra soldiers who don't have a chance in hell of beating him. No, Trippe, this is a representative route. They have it arranged in straight lines because they wouldn't be able to fit it onto a rectangular board if they made it in a circular route. So this represents a circular path around the central pillar, Trippe, but it's shown on the map in straight lines just to make it easier to read. You can, Asylum Cat. I would really have loved to do more videos on Boston's architecture when I was there. I just didn't have the time. But Trippe, it is very common for city subway maps to represent lots of curves and squiggles with straight lines. Matter of fact, as an example, Trippe, I will show you the MBTA map of Boston, and you will see for yourself. Because they do a lot of that too. Almost all of the routes are shown in very simple, straight lines. Here we go. Let's see. Where's a good large one? All sizes. Wallpaper. There we go. 1550 ought to do. Come on, damn it. There we are. All right. So, Trippe, the point of this is... And let me switch to... There we are. Okay, so Trippe, you can see how on the map of Boston's subway, and I'm just using this as an example because I was just there. Obviously, all of these train routes are not perfectly straight lines. The tracks curve, they bend, they twist, they take all kinds of turns. Like, the red line isn't just a bunch of right angles, but it's shown that way on the map because if it were one-to-one accurate to every turn of the track, this map would look like an impressionist painting of spaghetti that somebody had vomited onto a sidewalk. It would be impossible to read. So they simplify the maps this way just to give you a visual representation of where you're going and the general area of the city where each particular route travels and where every stop is located. That's all, Trippe. That's the only reason they do that. So, there you go. And you'll see that in just about any major city around the world that has a train network. Let's see, Yami. Let me guess. This is, Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was going to be Manhattan's train. Yes, exactly like that, Yami. And Manhattan has way more train lines than Boston does, too. You've got all the subways, but then you've got the Long Island Railroad, you've got 5 or 6 different commuter rail lines. You've got all the letter trains, the number trains. It's a mess in Manhattan. So exactly like that, Yami, yes. And Trippe, Yami just posted a perfect example in chat with his link. So if you look at the difference between the Boston map and the New York map, you will understand. Stark Realm, it might be that they were phased out, or they got more complicated. Or maybe Yami just found a more accurate version of the map that was more detailed. But yeah, this is absolutely a real thing. 100% real. And the fact that they modeled it after a real subway map instead of that ridiculous 3D model they had in the original version of FF7 is one of the details they didn't need to add. Like, neither of these boards have to be here at all, but they added them. They put in the extra detail, and I really appreciate that. Sam, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back. Thank you for extending your sub through May. My God, man. Thank you, Sam. That was incredibly kind of you, and I really appreciate it. All right. And we've even got little recycle or litter bins, litter only. Because somehow Japan imagines, and the Japanese developers imagine, that Midgar is sort of like just a really cyberpunk version of Japan, right? And maybe a little bit of steampunk. And in Japan, everything is nice and neat. Even in this dingy train station, right outside the industrial area where the power plant is, there's not a speck of garbage on the floor. There are litter bins next to every vending machine. There are these nice little lockers where you can lock your stuff up when you go into work. They have the Japanese-style ticket gates with the card readers, which they now have in a lot of other cities around the world as well, but Japan is super, super big on them. They have them in Boston, too, actually, with the Charlie cards. In Japan, mainly, they use Suica and Passmo cards. And I think one or two other brands in smaller zones as well, like local cities. Ha! Really, Yami? That's why you guys did away with the clearer map. That's incredible. Yeah, Admiral Poppin' Fresh, as depressing as it is, you're right. That's pretty much what's happening here. Use triangle to open chests or doors or to talk to people. See the word hold, then you need to hold it down rather than pressing it. Therefore, surely they want us to examine the dumpster. No, okay, I guess they don't. Oh no, it's this. Right. There we go, 2 potions, very good. And I mean, there we go. We chop our way through here. And this should be the grenades, I think, right? Yes, it is. And it's a simple little touch they added, having just this, construction equipment lying around, the old barrels and stuff, and the generator, but it goes a long way toward helping the atmosphere feel more industrial. You know, just the regular-ass stepladder that is a real thing in real life. This is one of the proposals? Let's see, Yami. Oh, this would have been so much better! What the hell were they thinking, Yami? This is a hell of a lot easier to read. Everything's nice and blocky and angular and, you know, clear. Freaking New Yorkers, Yami. They just, everything's gotta be complicated. I know, right? Alright, well, I see the objective. Guess all the trains from here are only going to Sector 5. Oh, look at this! Look at what is just a thinly hidden advertisement for Kingdom Hearts over here. The Adventures of Stamp, Book 3. It's Mickey in an army helmet, is what it is. This right here Stamp stands up for his friends. What a Japanese theme. And then over here, an advertisement for Loveless. And I believe the date on the Loveless poster is an Easter egg. June 25th, 6 p.m. I'm not sure what's the significance of that date, 6 p.m. on June 25th. It might be the original release date of FF7 in Japan. It's probably something like that. Oh, May 25th. It's probably something else then, Dalo. You find boxes with the Shinra logo, press square to smash them with your sword. They may contain useful items such as potions that restore HP, or Mako shards that restore MP, which is nice, because that's something that didn't exist in the original game, and what a nice little touch here. You can actually see down off the balcony to the train that you arrived on, and you can see that in front of the train, there is actually more track. There's just a gate that is closed. And this is what they want us to smash here. That, I think, will be MP. Yup. So, even while you're just wandering around in the environment, you don't necessarily have to use ethers. You can just break stuff and recover your MP. And I gotta tell you what, the smoke and the fog effects are really nice. They did a very good job with those. As they did with all of the cranes in the distance and all of the lights and stuff. And I really appreciate that they did not overuse bloom here, as a lot of developers seem predisposed to do. They're close. They've used quite a bit, but they didn't quite go too far with it. And that right there is the kanji for 1. It's the kanji ichi that means number 1 in Japanese. That's reactor number 1. What else? What other environmental details? Warehouses, lights of the city, I guess on the upper plate is probably what that is. And the clock tower, which we're going to be walking past, I think, at some point later on.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Poor Wedge, look at this.
Real joy to work with, though.
Ha!
Real joy to look at, too.
Oh, Jesse, no!
Here we go.
Oh.
Looks are what people notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Or even the same...
Give it a rest.
Yeah, Biggs isn't looking at Cloud's package is what's going on here. Can't say the same for Jesse, though, apparently. Wedge, what are you doing, dude?
You'll keep us safe, right, Cloud?
Oh, that voice is perfect for him.
Wow, they've almost got the door. We're doing this. We're really doing it. Man, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Wedge is the guy from Breaking Bad? Reaper? Wait, the main guy from Breaking Bad? Wedge is lovable, Admiral. They really cast the right voice actor for him here. He seems kind of timid and kind of shy and really nerdy, like he's been picked on all his life. Yeah, Upset Coffee, but we all know that's coming. We all know not to get too attached to the members of Avalanche. That is ridiculous, Clint. Oh, a druggy sidekick from Breaking Bad. Okay. Hey, Spyro, good to see you. How you doing? Oh, he's the actor who played Badger in Breaking Bad. Okay. Ferb, thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate your stopping in. And I'm sorry I didn't call that out right away. But thank you, Ferb. It's great to see you. And happy birthday to you. Thank you for dropping in, Ferb. And I hope you have a great birthday tomorrow.
You'll keep us safe, right, Cloud?
All right.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Oh, Cloud. Early game Cloud, anyway.
Wedge.
Wedge is trying. Hey, Trimmer, welcome! I'm doing alright, thanks. Tired, I just got back from PAX.
You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
I should have talked to Biggs and Jesse. Oh, here it is! There's the iconic scene. Alright, okay. Infiltrate the reactor. And this is nothing. Yeah, look at that. You can actually see... They didn't quite hide it well enough. You can see that there's just a wall at the end of this street. There's just a whole lot of nothing over there. This is a what? An anti-something. Oh, anti-touching or something, I guess. Restricted area. Authorized personnel only. Unauthorized presence constitutes a breach of security. And then it has, again, the danger kanji. Oh, there they are. And press R3 to lock onto a specific target. Press again to unlock. That, I guess, they borrowed from every action RPG since Souls and probably well before. You can use the right stick or left and right to switch between multiple targets. Get him, boy! Oh, this is going to be a dog enemy. Yes, a guard dog. And they are 1-to-1, the same as the originals. And they do real damage. Holy hell, they do real damage. Okay, so that's what the... There we go. Use potions, right? So that's what I want to do now. Oh, Cloud doesn't have Cure, I forgot. And the potion is fairly quick to use. So what I want to do here is... Oh, I'm out. Okay.
Looks like you're next.
Oh, time to get away from the grenade. So that guard dog is way tougher than they were in the OG. Like, holy hell, the soldier went down in a couple of hits. The guard dog was just a tank. The dogs were usually the ones to die first in the original. Well, Jin, it was, for the beginning of the game, it was a reasonably challenging... Like, that guard dog had some tech. It behaved a lot. I know I keep drawing this back to the Souls games, and I hate to do that, but it behaved in some ways a lot like a FromSoft dog. It would come in, it would use a couple of really quick attacks, then it would run out of your range and position itself to attack you again after you whiffed. It's the exact same dog behavior from Dark Souls and from any FromSoft game, but what they've done here is they have different systems in place for you to deal with that. So what they want you to do here is, when the dog comes in at you, they want you to roll out of the way, and it appears that if you dodge out of the way at the right time, you have kind of an auto counterattack you can do that comes out of your rolling animation directly into a counter that tracks the enemy, which you don't have in Souls, really. Or not in quite the same way. In Souls, you have like a rolling R1 or like a rolling thrust or stab or slash. But this is more guided. It feels like it tracks the enemy better. And if you whiff the dodge, you eat a lot of damage. Cloud has right now 1026 HP, and that guard dog hit me for about 140 damage. So that is real damage. That's not just meaningless chip that enemy was doing. He was really hitting me. Oh, and I guess I can't use... What the hell? I can't use items from the menu now? That's unfortunate. Oh, but I can just use them on the field without limit. Okay. It would have been nice if they'd let you use them from the menu as well, but maybe it's just because I'm used to that in the original game. That you could just go to the menu to your stack of 99 potions and mash X on a character and use potion after potion right away. Oh, I know, Jin, but it's a shame that you can't go to the menu and do it a little bit faster. Granted, I don't really want to spam all these potions to try to see how fast I can use them, but it might be that you can just spam them on the field map. And if that's the case, no problem. Fine, right?
Hey, Cloud! Elevator's over there! Catch up soon!
No, Reaper. In the old games, you could use items from the menu anytime, from the very beginning. I'm quite certain of that. Oh, we got a Mako shard. Those appear to be canisters of Mako. Alright. We're clearly meant to... Yep. Yeah, 350 as opposed to 100 in the original game, Upset Coffee. But it also appears, though, Upset Coffee, that the HP balance in this game is more like a modern FF game, where in the beginning of the original FF7, Cloud and Barret start off with like 300 or 400 HP. In the demo, anyway, of FF7, of the remake, Cloud starts off with around 1,000 HP. So this looks like it's balanced more along the lines of a Final Fantasy 15 kind of HP and damage system. Exactly, Tyrannies. And that's probably fine, as long as the general ratios and proportions of damage are such that enemies are reasonably challenging, and you can't just do what I like to do all the time, which is over-level in the beginning of the game and raffle stomp everything. Or maybe even if you can, but you don't have to. Like, maybe if you can choose to. I tell you what, though, guys. Hello, Fat Jesus. Welcome. It's so good to see you. Well, Sam, there's that. At least a matter of opinion, but I'll tell you what. The one thing I am looking forward to in the FF7 remake, more than absolutely anything else, the one thing I'm looking forward to seeing, let me find a good image of it. Do we have a large image? What about wallpaper? I guess this is about as good as we're gonna get. Maybe if we go one size lower. Yeah, this'll have to do, it looks like. Alright, I'll just post it in chat. I wonder if anyone has already guessed it while I was, Hello, Moogle Reaper, welcome! Oh, Tyrannies, you're taking all the ratios into account. Oh, Knieblers, I was looking forward to this. I want to see that enemy in the FF7 remake. I want to see what they did with him. No, Stark Realm, it's not Rule 34. I want to see how they rendered that enemy in the FF7 remake. That is going to be the highlight for me. Hey, Nix, welcome. Yes, Hell House, Akime, that's correct. There's no way they're going to leave out Hell House, Okono. There's no way. I want to see him. I want to see what they did with him. They added everything else, though. They must have added Hell House. There's no way they'd have left him out. Anyway. Alright, let's move on. Oh, I remember this from the E3 footage. We're gonna fight the Super Sweeper not far from here. Oh, it looks like they torched open a gate. That's cool.
This way.
Alright, dudes. First, though... Yoink! Because, much like the JRPGs of yore, they do still have a hidden item or two lying around for you, if you go even a little ways out of your way to find them. You found something interesting, Yami? Let's see, is this... What is this, Yami? Early purchase bonus, Wanderer set. Katana Kami, A Way of the Samurai Story. Really, Yami? Another Way of the Samurai game? I never would have thought we'd see another one of these. But this definitely looks like that engine and that character design. Really, Yami? And this is on PSN, it looks like, huh? Yes, bird rights activist, it is a Japanese thing. It's a way of, like, in Japan, they don't really like to do things on the nose. They don't like to communicate on the nose, despite the fact that they do it accidentally all the time when they think they're being subtle. The grunts are supposed to make it sound more human. They're supposed to be exertion. They're kind of an idiosyncrasy of Japanese voice direction. They started out as a convention in anime, and they eventually worked their way into video games, and they just became part of the culture. They're not necessary, they don't really make a lot of sense. No real person grunts that much, or when they're doing some of the things that characters in JRPGs grunt when they're performing an action. But it is a very, very distinct Japanese habit to add all those superfluous grunts to their voice direction. Any Japanese game you play that has voice acting will have it. Absolutely any one. And any game that is made in Japan that has English voice acting, they will direct the English voice actors to do the same, even though it does not sound as good in English. Yeah, Clint, because they didn't have anything in the medium to express the exertion when there were no visuals, of course, but it didn't need to stick around as long as it did.
Huh, not so fast. We've got company.
But because Japan hates change, here we are. Now that right there...
Think you can stop me?
Alright, we need to get rid of the guards first, and then worry about the dog, I think. Because I do not need these guys chipping me out with machine gun fire. from a distance. Oh, did I get the... No, I didn't. There we go. We staggered him, so now...
Try this.
Now we're going to capitalize on that focus thrust damage. And this might look a lot like button mashing, but it isn't. Because I had to be fairly careful about paying attention to what attacks I used and when. And I did have to handle that fairly carefully in getting rid of the guards first. Because if I had just tried to face tank the dog, I would have been eating big hits from the dog while the guards wore me down from a distance. So there is an element of challenge to the battles here. And I can't even imagine what that Super Sweeper is going to be like when we get to him. Because that actually, that was just a like 2 or 3 hit enemy with bolt spells in the original FF7. But it's a complicated mini-boss with its own mechanics in this game. Alright, I'm going to hit one of these soldiers at range with fire.
No escape.
And that does a very substantial amount of damage. So maybe I'll save that for the Super Sweeper. I think Barrett has the Bolt and Cure spells. So unfortunately, Cloud is going to be stuck with potions for now. Aeon Assassin, the more I play of the battle system in this game, the more reassured I feel that everything is going to work out. Because it feels good, and you can modify it in ways that change it to be more like the original game. For example, if we go to System, go to Options, and then Gameplay. If we set the... Oh, and it's even got stuff I didn't realize we had. Cursor position in battle. Probably I'm going to want Remember. I always had them set to memory in the original game. But combat controls guide display. You can set it to hide, which is good. Brightness of the screen. That doesn't seem to have changed anything at all. Dialogue and speaker name, and you can change this too, that's nice. But if we change the difficulty to normal, if we change it to classic, what this does is that the player-controlled character will attack and defend automatically. So it lets you focus on only choosing which commands you're going to use and who's going to use them. It also knocks down the battle difficulty to easy. Whereas on normal, I think normal is balanced more for you taking direct control over the character and having more control over the character. With classic, it's more like the original ATB, where everything is auto battle. Your characters automatically use their normal square button attacks, but you can put more effort into managing and micromanaging their actual ATB commands and their limit breaks. So classic mode is more like the original game, where, oh, you've got your ATB turn up? Great, select a command and use it. And everybody just auto attacks in the meantime. It looks that way, Trippe. They incorporated a modern... Somehow, they managed to pull off a balanced modern version of the original combat system that is still modern, but that plays more like the original one did for those who want it that way. Yeah, I hope so too, Upset Coffee, but it probably is. This is for game journalists, is what this is. It's for game journos and people who are doing content creation having never played the original version of the game. Well, Asylum Cat, it's not that Square Enix is learning, It's just that they brought back the people who knew from the very beginning, when they first made this game, what to do. That's what's happening. Nomura hasn't learned a damn thing, that much is abundantly clear. But the original devs, like the code level devs who did the art and the game design and the legwork on FF7, the guys who actually got brought back for the remake after Nomura's attempt at it fell flat on its face, they know. Oh, that's entirely possible, Reaper. I've never played Crisis Core, so I wouldn't notice in-jokes from Crisis Core, but I wouldn't put it past them. They essentially had a Kingdom Hearts reference as well. Yeah, Gary, but that has nothing to do with FF7. The people who were originally in charge of FF7 clearly didn't learn anything. The most that the administration learned was to bring back the people who knew how to make the game that the players wanted. It looks exactly like Mickey, Clint. It looked like just Mickey Mouse. Maybe he had 4 legs that I didn't see, but the face was pretty much just Mickey. And Moogle, Genesis to an extent already is mentioned. If we go to, I mean, he's not directly mentioned, but he's alluded to. If we go to Party, read the description of the Buster Sword. A large broadsword that has inherited the hopes of those who fight. So it's a very subtle reference. And I don't doubt that there's going to be quite a lot of that in this game. Oh, more directly? I haven't seen anything more direct than that yet, Moogle. But again, I have no reason to believe that they wouldn't include something. Yeah, I guess it is DDK. Well, Moogle, they're definitely going to be adding more side quests, and they're going to be expanding more in depth on the events that happened in Midgar. They're going to be showing stuff that didn't get shown in the original FF7. But how much of that is going to pertain to Crisis Core or before Crisis or any of those precursor games, nobody seems to know yet. That information they have not really elaborated on. Well, no, Reaper, it's not. That's the thing. My regular attacks here as Cloud are doing 30 to 50 damage. And that's when I'm getting the staggered bonuses. The one enemy that I cast fire on, it hit him for 436 damage. So magic really is your big hits, and it's clearly very limited. Cloud has 1026 HP. He's got 30 MP. So I can cast fire 10 times before I have to start using ethers. No kidding, Yami. That would be incredible. That would definitely be a good sign. Look at this. Shinra construction. Literally just a Kubota forklift. Well, Reaper, not all enemies are weak to magic, but the soldiers aren't weak to magic. And it just did a ton of damage to them. Oh, I see. This is where we have to hold it. But, like, any robotic enemy... Oh, here we go. Oh, I know where we are. I know exactly where this is. Look at this. Look at this. This is... Okay. Oh, they did a good job with this. I was able to recognize this immediately.
I'll secure our escape route, okay? You go on and catch up with the others.
GG, Wedge.
Keep them safe, please.
No Proud Claude, and no Airbuster, Trippe, because that's the second reactor, not the first one. But this, in the main game, when you get to the second reactor, this is where you fight Airbuster. Hello, Kitty! Hello! Thank you so much for the resub! Welcome back! Well, no, Keyshound, like I said, it's the second reactor where the Airbuster fight happens, but this is that same part of the first reactor. Well, Akime, I feel like they did a really good job with the juxtaposition, because on the one hand, if you look off into the distance, you see the Shinra building, the central pillar of Midgar, everything is all dark and evil, and the sky is black, and they're just these industrial lights. But then, the lighting for the reactors is exactly what you would expect at a construction site, you know? It's brightly lit, everything is clearly illuminated, and it's, you know, it's a good balance of claro oscuro, I guess. Maybe claro oscuro isn't appropriate, that's a very specific style, but it's a good balance of dark and light is what I'm trying to say. Ha! Yeah, boy am I glad, Reaper. I am glad. And that you can kind of see the enemies coming before you get into the battles here.
Don't worry about me. Go. I'll secure our escape route, okay? You go on and catch up with the others.
GG, Wedge. Another thing is, you get, you can walk, you can run, and if you hold R2, you can sprint. The original game only had two movement states, walking and running. So the sprint is nice. Oh, and we get the pan out. Very good.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
GG. So already a nice little lore addition there. Never mentioned in the original.
I'm watching you. I'm watching
Yeah, yeah.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Ha! Nice.
Who's there?
Hi, guys.
Door!
Oh, this is...
Oh, wait! It's over!
That's my line.
Hey! The regular battle theme, yes! Every character has a unique ability which you can activate with triangle. With Cloud's mode shift ability, you can switch between his balanced operator mode and his attack-oriented Punisher mode. Which I did show earlier, but
He's alone!
what they want us to do here... In Punisher mode, Cloud moves more slowly, but Square unleashes a more powerful attack than usual. In addition, Cloud launches a counterblow every time he guards against an enemy's melee attack. He cannot, however, guard against ranged attacks or magic. When you evade such attacks, you will switch back to operator mode. So, dodging out of Punisher mode puts you back in operator mode. This, I think they might have taken a page out of Capcom's book with Devil May Cry. Because you can basically dance in and out of Punisher mode and use mode switches to have an adaptable combat style, right? And that's one of the best things about Devil May Cry 5 that people have been raving about, isn't it? That you have, instead of cooldowns in Devil May Cry 5, you've got resource management, which they use here with the ATB and the limit breaks, and you've also got mode switches with different fighting styles that you can switch between any time in order to vary your combat according to the enemy you're fighting. It makes the combat more dynamic, it makes it more interesting and fun, and it helps to avoid the problem of just ending up with button mashing. So I think it's a brilliant change. Bird rights activist, let me have a look at your Thanatos fusion. Oh, you're playing the female main characters campaign as well, I see. What do you got? Ghastly Whale, Tempest Slash, and Megiddola. So you're going to... You're adding Megiddola via a skill card even though you already have it? I would use a different skill card. Give him something other than Megiddola, because he's already got it. That skill card is wasted. Resist light, yes, that's good. You'll overwrite... I'm guessing you'll overwrite Mudo and probably Marin Karin with Mahamaon and whatever those last two abilities are. I don't remember what Thanatos learns as his final two abilities. I usually try to fuse Thanatos, Bird Rights Activist, by using Alice as an ingredient, so that Thanatos ends up with Mudo boost and Die for Me. So he's got basically the ultimate Dark Elemental instant death attack with the Mudo boost to increase its odds even more. You also, I think, can fuse Daisojo into him and have him learn Samsara, which is the ultimate light elemental instant kill. So typically when I fuse Thanatos, he has Samsara and Hama boost, as well as Die for Me and Mudo boost. The rest of it doesn't really matter, because that's all you're going to use him for, pretty much, is spamming insta-kills. Because he's convenient in that he can have both light and dark insta-kills at once. Bird rights activists, they may have changed it in P3P so that Thanatos cannot inherit Die for Me. In the original version of Persona 3, and in Persona 3 Fez, moves like Die for Me were inheritable by other personas. In P3P, they might have already changed it so you can't pass them on. That I don't remember. Really, Yami? You'll have to let me know how that game is. I'm very interested to hear your experience. Alright. We have another page here. Oh, okay, never mind. Alright.
We can take it! Make it rain!
Make it rain, that's my line. Yeah, what they want you to do here is to learn that you can use operator mode
Then let's move.
to burn down multiple enemies at a time.
I got this place covered.
Simmer down, hotshot.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Alright, so yeah, no, I genuinely am very pleased with the extra depth that they've added to the combat system in this game. And we've only seen the first 10 minutes of the game so far. What about all the other characters, right? We've seen some footage of Tifa and Eris in battle in the E3 demos.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? Then we're good.
Careful in there. I got this place covered.
I do appreciate that Biggs appears to use a revolver. That is my firearm of choice. Alright. Yeah, Yami, I guess maybe you've seen a little bit of the game now, and maybe you're more inclined to pre-order it. Let's see. Look at this. Just what I wanted. And right down to the ubiquitous real-life Japanese construction helmets and the insulated construction suits. Look at this. It's absolutely a cyberpunk fantasy game, but they add just enough elements of realism to it. Oh, a tuft of phoenix down. Prohibited items, flammable substances, toxic substances, corrosive agents, unauthorized dangerous goods. I think Cloud counts as unauthorized dangerous goods as far as Jesse's concerned.
Security is only gonna get tighter, so be ready. We can't afford any more mistakes.
Right, Jin. Anzen Daiichi. Safety first. All right.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button?
Oh, no kidding. This is a reference to the original game where you get on the elevator and Jesse says, push the button over there.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button?
Security is only gonna get tighter, so be ready.
Oh!
We can't afford it.
That's cool. When you cancel dialogue, it doesn't just cut them off mid-sentence. That is a touch a lot of other games could stand to learn from, but boy is it a nice touch. It's a small thing, but that is fantastic.
Security is only gonna get tighter, so be ready. We can't afford it.
Oh, and it fades out, like you're walking away from him. Nice. That's fantastic.
So, you know Tifa, right?
Uh-oh.
It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Tifa and I...
Thanks, Barrett. Yeah, I get it, King Thunder. I get it. It's a bit of a shame. They really wanted to play her up so that she tugs at those heartstrings. She wants him... Oh, here we are! Yes!
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir.
Holy Heidegger.
We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer.
The bow and everything, huh?
This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako.
Nice.
It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Told off. Yeah, King Thunder. Oh, here we go. I remember that gun, too.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc? One false move. And that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach.
Oh, gotta shoehorn in that tutorial.
Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
Ally joined, Barrett Wallace. All right. Barrett specializes in ranged attacks. Holding down square releases a sustained burst of automatic fire when equipped with a ranged weapon, which implies that he will still have close-range weapons in the FF7 remake. Which probably means that the rocket punch will still be a thing. That's gonna be interesting.
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun go to work.
So what they want us to do here is to learn Barrett a little bit.
Nothing on me.
And we're gonna... Oh, steel skin, okay. No, we're actually gonna go for focused shot. Consume all ATB charges to unleash a concentrated burst of energy. Yeah, you know what? But you don't have iframes while you're using a special ability. Press triangle while in control of Barrett to deliver a heavy-hitting attack that fills a large portion of his ATB gauge. Once unleashed, it takes a long time to recharge this attack. Pressing triangle, however, will speed up the process, so it's a resource to kind of manage. You can't make this decision, Yami? 69. What other number is there?
Now for the real show.
Come on.
Oh, I should have rolled that.
Want some more?
Oh, Barrett's roll sucks. I forgot about that. And for some reason... Okay, but they can't aim. They have a limited field of fire.
How'd you like that?
Come on.
Alright. There we go. You can switch to different characters depending on the battle situation. You can also stick with the same character and issue orders. Up or down. Or left or right to switch characters. Okay, this I'm gonna have to try and get the feel for. Yeah, bird rights activist, you're much better off with Mudo Boost than Megidola, because he's already got it. Oh, no problem, Yami. Happy to help. They do, Trippe. Every character is unique in this game. And yeah, the Mako Reactor theme, the battle version of it, is pretty solid. I didn't think they would ever turn this into a battle theme, but they did a good job. Alright, so this... I want to have Cloud use Braver on the Mono Drive.
That's an order.
There goes that one. And, okay, he auto-attacks on his own now that, So, abilities. Braver on Mono Drive C. And there we are, we're done. And we can... Trying to remember how to switch characters now. What did I set it to? Oh, there we go. All right. Camera and controls. Okay. I've already forgotten. Ally commands, non-active characters. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it is the D-pad, but for some reason it's not letting me switch Cadenza. I guess it doesn't want me to use Barrett right now. I guess it wants me to stick with Cloud. Even the non-battle Mako Reactor theme is great too. They did a good rendition of that. All right. Well, on we go then. You can issue commands, Trip A, but I was trying to switch control to Barret. I guess I can't do that, though. I mean, it makes sense that Cloud's the main character, so you would control him as the leader. But I guess what I was trying to do was change the leader. No problem, Sam. Go get some rest. Thank you for stopping in. It's been great seeing you. But do go get some sleep.
Look what we have here.
The laser security system. Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah. Figure out the timing of the lasers. Then, make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me.
Jesus, Jessie. She really wants it. Hold R1 or R2 to dash, or you can press L3 once to keep dashing until you stop moving, which is a system that other games have used as well. Yeah, there it is. Right down there. There's the Super Sweeper. And oh, hell, there are a bunch of them. All right, I guess this is the Super Sweeper garage. Oh, very good, bird rights activist. Perfect. You know, we couldn't just use a mirror and reflect the lasers. Oh, Barret walks right through it, sure. There we go. Look at these invincible cardboard boxes. This is amazing. I love it. God, the ragdoll physics. Oh, cones flying everywhere, too. This is gonna be like dead bodies in the Souls games.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, Barret just teleported through him. Oh, well. Okay. So these have a short pulse and a long pulse.
You're doing good, soldier.
Yeah, Barret just walked right through him and didn't even get hit. Alright, well, I'm gonna save my MP and potions. Down we go, I suppose. Oh, alright. Oh, if I walk backwards, he'll get hit, bird rights? That's awesome. Keep hurting yourself on the lasers for some funny shit? Okay. Oh, this bird rights activist? This is what you're talking about? Amazing. Maybe I better use some potions. Yeah, I better use some potions. Okay, so these are somewhat spammable out of battle. Oh, God. Yeah, girl, I like lasers. Oh, it just loops now. Okay. Alright. You might have, Clint. Let's see. I wonder if I can push Barrett into the lasers.
I had no idea.
I can! Good job, Barrett. You're doing great. I'm sorry, that was mean. I'm also not helping my party's condition here.
Nice job, Cloud.
Oh, Barrett got hit. Oh.
Do you have a fetish or something?
Oh, I can't roll through them. Damn it. Oh, but they give us a potion and some MP. Okay. Huh. All right. This is how you really stick it to the man. Show Shinra who's boss and assert your dominance by scattering cardboard boxes everywhere. Oh, the lasers do hit the boxes too. They just don't send them flying.
Phew. Well, I'm glad that's over with. And we're almost at our objective.
Great. Look at this, boxes everywhere. What have I done?
They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them first.
Well, here we go. Spells? Oh, I can't. We're not in combat. Can we sneak up on... Oh, yeah, can't run through here. Right, thanks, Square Enix.
Ha! We can take this hunk of junk.
Can we, though?
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening.
So Cloud's on tank duty. Barrett, I can't issue him any commands. He's got to build ATB. Cloud only has fire.
Burn.
Okay, fire does a decent amount of damage. Oh, but it counterattacks. Okay. Hey, Mario Sif, welcome. All right, so hitting enemies with certain attacks or dealing large amounts of damage will temporarily knock them off balance, and pressure will appear underneath their gauge. When this happens, pelt them with spells and abilities to quickly fill their stagger gauge under their life bar. Once it's full, you can stagger them. The gauge fills faster depending on the abilities and magic used, as well as the foe's vulnerabilities. Find the most effective attack to quickly finish off each enemy. So for this guy, it'll be lightning magic, which I think only Barrett has.
Hey, it's not moving.
Let's pin it down. Keep it
All
on
right,
you've got.
so Barrett is going to need to... Yeah, he's got Thunder and Cure. I wish I could transfer materia. I wish I could swap Barrett's materia onto Cloud for this.
Coming at you hard and fast. Of course, it just had to get back
All right,
up.
so what we're going to do
Knock it
is...
down again. No time to complain. So long.
So his focus gauge is nearly full. Oh, and it looks like Cloud's faster attacks. Okay, we did stagger him. Defenseless and take more damage. Using unique abilities on a staggered foe will quickly boost your ATB gauge. Boost it quickly so you can unleash more abilities and spells. Right, so we're gonna...
Now's our chance. Go.
Don't need to tell me twice. I'm gonna enjoy this.
And Cloud is gonna use Focused Thrust.
Try this. That's that.
There we go. We got him. All right.
What are you, 20-something?
First.
Huh?
Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
The hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank.
Ha!
Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
Barrett is just Mr. T. Although, I suspect in the Japanese version of this game, and in fact, I think they've actually said in the Japanese demos that, his Japanese dialogue is more identical to his Japanese dialogue from the original, where he was not Mr. T, he was much more stoic and iron-willed and kind of taciturn, I guess. In the English version, he was Keyshawn, but in the Japanese version, Barrett's Japanese dialogue, he didn't have the Mr. T personality. That was something that was added in the English localization. Hello, Kelfa, welcome! Well, Clint, this is one of the few cases where I think the English localization was actually better. We finally got the better end of that deal. In 1997, Yami? Probably not a lot of people. Today, yes. But in 1997, I doubt all that many. Ugh. Kelfa, be careful about using that term to refer to the Japanese. That's a World War II derogatory term that American soldiers used to use. I'm not going to time you out for that or anything, but just be aware of that, in case there is anyone in chat who might take offense. Let's see. So, the sweeper, I guess operator mode and thunder magic were the way to go. The stagger, if we hadn't gotten the stagger on him, that would have been a much more annoying fight. Let me... Oh, okay, that's the way forward. No, I know, Kelfa, people forget. That's why I'm just letting you know. It's not worthy of a timeout. But just a reminder. Aha, and as I expected, you look around every corner, and there might or might not be a useful item. Yeah, JPN or JP, Jigokuro. Back when I was playing Final Fantasy XI, the abbreviation all of the Japanese players used for themselves was JP. It would be JP or NA for North America or EU for European. Simple enough. Oh, look at this. Nice old Shinra logo on the floor. This is where the demo that I played at PAX East starts. This door was locked, and you start right in front of the Shinra logo on the floor here. So this is actually, oddly, the demo they released to the public is the better demo. It's the more inclusive one. They just gave us the short demo for PAX.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom. Let's get down there.
Huh, that must have been a fun explanation, Yami. No, Trippe, this is just the PAX version, except you play through the very beginning of the game. All the way up through, I think, the series of cutscenes after the Guard Scorpion fight, in fact. Oh, you don't have a PS4, infuriated. I'm really sorry to hear that. But maybe someday, right? This is Sony, is the exclusivity is down to them, infuriated. They had the deal signed for this long ago. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. Yoshida's no fool. He knows how much love there is for FF7.
I can practically taste the Mako in here. Hurry it up.
Yeah, that has to be unpleasant. I imagine Mako is not a good smell or taste. I imagine it probably tastes
Oh, it's pounding like a
like natural gas or something.
More like excited. I've been dreaming about this for years.
Well, they would have known about the game in order to sign the exclusivity deal with it, Kelfa. But because FF7 was originally a PS1 game to begin with, Sony was already in an advantageous position to get a monopoly on it. And apart from that, they knew, they can't not have known how much hype there was for an FF7 remake.
The end's in sight. Leave the rest in your capable hands.
I obtained a Mughals medal? Wait a minute. Inventory. Key items. Mughals medal. A medal with a Mughal on it. A popular item among collectors? It's a key item, so it seems to do nothing. It doesn't appear that I can rotate the model. They have it, Mario Sif. They have it. What you have to do to activate it is go to System, then Options, then Gameplay, and you set the difficulty to Classic. That's how you activate the automated battle system they were talking about, Mario Sif. It's in the demo already. Oh, same controls, Yami, huh? That's good. That shows that they haven't messed with what wasn't broken. Well, Akime, either Mog shops or this medal serves some purpose as far as trophies go. Or maybe earning this medal in the demo will get you something in the final version of the game. Who knows? They've done stuff like that in other situations before. Square hasn't, but Capcom has with Monster Hunter, where beating Nergigante in the demo got you a nice little package of starting items for the retail version of the game. No worries, Mario Sif. There are a ton of options in the options menu, and there's a lot to explore here, so you should check it out. Oh, the prostrate button? Nice, Yami. Prostate is not the word you're looking for there. But it's funny to think that there's a prostate button for Way of the Samurai. Alright, yeah, look at this not at all boss room down here.
Aw, you're choosing me over the reactor? That's sweet, but I'll wait my turn. Go blow her mind.
Wow, Jesse.
Go on, shoo! Aw, you're choosing me over the reactor? That's sweet, but...
Yeah.
Not that way. Down the ladder, dummy.
Great. Oh, warning. Okay. Ha! Nice. I didn't bother trying that during the demo at PAX. Yeah, Kelfa, that's what they want. They made her a little bit of a horn dog in this version, which I think in some ways is
Should be easy.
a bit of an affront to her personality. Then again, it still gives her more personality than she was ever shown to have in the original game. Alright, you know what? Oh, Cloud's got aerials! Okay. So he isn't totally helpless against flying enemies. Alright, well I'll tell you what then.
Calling fire.
Alright, Barrett did the work on the mounted gun. That's fine. And even the guns and the mono drives, these are enemies you actually encountered in the reactor in the original version of FF7. So even the enemies are accurate. Like, everything is 1-to-1, except it's been recreated in this this really nice looking 3D. Yeah, I know, Moogle, I already have.
You think if we fell in, we'd sink right down to the bottom? To the planet's core?
No. The pump would suck us back up.
How comforting.
Yeah, that's a pretty unpleasant thought, isn't it? Alright, first things first. Oh, look at that! Mode switches are pretty smooth, too. I don't think I've tried switching modes mid-combo.
All done.
Huh. Cocky little bastard, ain't you?
Bottle of ether, very good. This is, I think, more healing items over here. There it is. A little bit of extra MP. Down we go. Mario, you've been pretty much hearing my opinion the entire time.
Yeah,
I am encouraged by this.
Let's do this.
Alright, right, we have to approach the... Oh, sorry to hear that, Low Kitty.
All right, let's see if Little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job!
I'm not sure that's the case, Gary. That's not what I remember from the E3 footage. Oh, there we go. There he is.
What's wrong?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
Ah, we set the timer for 20 or 30 minutes. We didn't have the option to set the timer in the beginning. I am going to set it for... Oh, God. I don't think it makes a difference. I'm tempted to set it for 20. I would like the extra time to be able to look at stuff on the way out. But I'm not thinking that there's a lot to see on the way out, so we'll go 20.
Pretty cocky, ain't you? You double-crossing!
Oh, really, Jigoku? It must just affect the dialogue, then.
What in the hell?
Here it is.
Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor
Not
plating,
paying attention.
but the internals
That's
can
what
be
I get.
overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh?
All right.
Shit!
Should I be worried?
Okay, that I don't remember.
You go your own brain. Want some more?
Okay, now we throw Cloud of Phoenix down. I should have been paying attention.
Hey, you really gonna make me deal with this on my own?
There we are. Okay. I also should have checked everyone's HP before entering the battle.
Could keep going if I heal up.
From Pat Stares At? Really, Corp Redeemer? Hello, hang on, did I miss a raid? I think I might have missed a raid. Oh my god.
You think I care about a few cuts and
Holy...
bruises? 'Cause I don't.
Pat, you didn't. You did. Holy hell, Pat. Thank you so much for the raid. I am in no way going to be able to keep up with chat here. But thank you for the raid, Pat. Greetings. Greetings,
We gonna let that
everybody.
pushing us around? I don't think so.
Welcome. Thank you so much, Pat, for the raid. And, you all came in time for me to just show that I forgot to heal everyone up before the boss battle. So what am I doing here? Potion. Cloud.
You think I care about a few cuts and bruises? 'Cause I
Right, Pyroclase. Just 900 viewers by random luck. Thank you, guys. No, I scrolled back in chat. When my chat gets this active all of a sudden, it's pretty damn clear that somebody raided me. Thank you guys for dropping in. Hello and welcome, everybody. My name is Franz, and I play video games on the internet.
keep pushing us around.
And also, I'm kind of sort of friends with Pat.
We barely scratched the damn thing.
Didn't I tell you to use magic?
So I gotta build some ATBs so that I can throw some potions.
Just do it.
And I don't want to I don't want to do too much damage to him before I get everybody healed up.
Why you gotta pick on me?
That's the missiles. What I probably should have done there was had Barrett use,
Hello, lightning magic?
Yes, one thing at a time, Cloud, please. I would like everyone to not
How
die.
to use material. What kind of stupid question is that? Quit rushing me.
The only unfortunate thing about Barrett is that his dodge roll is really, really bad. Alright. Actually, maybe the cure spell would heal a little bit more. It doesn't. It actually heals less.
Keep going.
Fantastic.
If I heal up.
Alright, you know what? I'm going to switch to Cloud. There we are. And I'm going to have Barrett... Oh, actually, I guess I'm going to have to switch back to Barrett now because...
My help, do you?
no, I'm going to need the healing here, I think.
I ain't going down
And the
like
input
a
gets
goddamn
queued,
goat.
so that's helpful.
Want some more?
Alright, now I can actually... I've got enough ATB to hit him with some thunder. Yeah, Cadenza, I'm working on it.
Hell yeah! You see the damage I did?
Keep it up.
But overcharge can only be used just so often, and I thought I used it before, but apparently I did not. Gotta charge it again. There we go. Alright, and basically I'm gonna have to micromanage Barrett until we get to phase 2, because Barrett's the one with the thunder magic. And I'm gonna want to make sure I keep everybody fully healed. Whoops.
That'll...
Oh, this is the bind, okay. Bound and unable to act, switch to a different
Man,
character.
this was
Yeah,
fun
I know.
playing. Got anything you want to say?
And I got a free cloud by casting thunder.
Bring in the heat.
There we go.
Shit.
Yeah, Keeper, and one of the...
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Unfortunately, I have to spend Barrett's ATB largely on casting thunder, whereas I would like to be able to spend it on
It's my time to shine.
attacks, which is what you're supposed to do. Oh, okay. So now I've got to get behind it, and I have to hit with Barrett the...
Damn it.
this thing. Oh, damn it. I was too close. I got caught in the AoE. There we go.
If we don't change it up soon,
There,
this
okay.
thing's gonna kill us both.
Less talking, more shooting.
How
And
about that?
should be able to hit it with thunder now. And thunder again, because we've got two oh, no!
It didn't work.
He still has the barrier up. Charge that. Get out of the range of the AoE. Heal up.
Here we go. Damn pain in the ass. Damn it! This thing is.
Yeah, I am locked onto the field generator. If I remember correctly, you just have to hit that, or I guess maybe just focused shot. Yeah, field generator, okay. There it is.
Hey, gotta love
Yeah, Danny Darko, I really wish you were able to switch materia from character to character
Give it everything you've got.
in this demo, but you can't, so Barrett is stuck with Thunder even though his magic stat sucks. Alright, now I'm gonna have to heal Cloud. Because I would really rather not have him die.
I'm putting an end to this shit.
And I'm out of MP, so that's going to require an ether. Damn it. I probably ought to be guarding these. That's another thing I keep forgetting to do. Oh, there's this again. Okay, field generator. Oh, limit gauge, right. Okay. I gotta get behind him again.
You think I care about a few cuts and bruises? Because I don't.
This is an opportunity to heal. And an opportunity to heal Barrett again, because we're going to need that too.
We gonna let this thing keep pushing us around? I don't think so. Gotta love it.
There we go. Nope. No, he's not facing away from me. The dodge roll does not seem to be all that useful for avoiding the missiles. Cloud, could you maybe... I'm gonna have to micromanage Cloud at this point.
Bring it to heat.
Okay.
Why you gotta pick on me?
And I gotta heal Barrett again. And probably Cloud as well. Yeah, I want to get a potion on Cloud. Maybe you're meant to block the missile barrage. There we go. There goes the shield.
You ain't stopping us.
What I should have done in the beginning was... Yeah, there we go. Have Cloud... No, actually... I think I want to have Barrett use Thunder first. And then Cloud use Cross Slash.
We gonna let this thing keep pushing us around? I don't think so.
Because the idea is you basically have to hit it at the same time. So he's pressured now, meaning that if I... Oh, here we go, phase 2. Alright. If I continue hitting him with thunder attacks while he's pressured, he will stagger. Now we have to worry about the tail laser.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit.
No,
Take cover behind that debris.
Oh, bloody hell. That was a little too close. Okay. So, potion. Spells. Oh, I'm out of MP for Thunder again. Okay.
Now, get in there and do some damage.
Cloud can use Braver. Oh man, I am doing horrible on the timing for guard.
You think I care about a few cuts and bruises? 'Cause I
Yeah, it
don't.
looks like you are supposed to block the Mark 99 launchers.
Find cover and hunker
Okay,
down.
tail laser again.
Again and again and again.
Oh, alright, that's fine. I didn't get to the cover in time. That's great. That's what Phoenix Downs are for.
Be careful. Now, go.
Won't be nothing left of you and I.
Oh, we can still use these for cover. Alright. I probably should have been sticking with Cloud for this. Okay. I am not watching the AoEs carefully here. There is a lot going on here, but this is fine. What they've done is they've taken a boss fight that was literally a 30-second fight in the original, and they've turned it into something that is actually challenging. I have no complaints. This is fine.
Find an opening.
Oh, I used it from too far away. Damn it.
Heads up! Tail laser!
Oh, here we go again.
Then take cover already!
It takes a lot of getting used to Sapphire Saucy Pants. I'm still in like OG FF7 mode, where I'm looking for the command selection menu in battle. It's going to take me some getting used to. I am definitely not going to be playing this like a pro.
Military-grade armor and a reactor?
For the remainder of this battle, but
Go!
operator mode, probably strong attacks are better here. Yes, much better. I didn't get quite out of the way in time.
Here we go.
And Barrett, I'm going to have to command him to use Thunder.
Gotta heal up.
Probably another potion on Cloud.
Okay.
And we're running low on healing items as well, which worries me. Maybe Cloud is supposed to dodge that, but...
There's really no other option?
Wanna get shot? Be my guest.
Barrett, what are you doing?
Strike now, before it fires again.
Okay. I really have to have Barrett spamming Thunder. Punisher mode appears to be the way to go with this. We need to stagger him. If we can stagger him... Barrett is indisposed. Phase 3.
What you doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Okay, well...
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Murph.
Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot an opening.
Okay. And Barrett is again out of MP. Wait, no, he's not. He just can't. What the hell? Come on, Barrett.
We need to do something about these wounds.
Okay, we have to take out the legs now. Oh, and if you get caught in a loop... Alright. I need to switch to Barrett, and...
When I get my chance, I'm gonna blow this bastard the hell up. And that's a problem.
And heal everybody, now that we are out of MP.
Kiss my ass.
Yeah, what he said.
Getting woozy. Need to
All right.
patch myself up ASAP.
At least we have some ether left. Left leg is almost done.
Hey, follow my lead.
Throw a cure on Cloud, because he's in there tanking. What do we have for abilities? Focused shot, that's fine. Legs are... no, the right leg is not done. We need to get rid of that.
We gonna let this thing
There we
keep
go.
us
Right leg
around.
is down.
I don't
Okay.
think so. And down goes another.
Thunder on the body. Got its weakness. Cloud now needs to use focused thrust. There we go, finally. I have done a poor job focusing on everything I needed to do to stagger it, but now that we have, there we are.
Could keep going if I hit.
No, definitely not the prettiest, Danny Darko, but I have a feeling when I play this game for real, I'll have had a bit more of a chance to acclimate myself to the combat. The combat is good.
Shit, the bomb!
I like it.
20 minutes until detonation.
I just have to learn it from the ground up. It is far from what I... Exactly, Hatsuken. It's
You
practice.
hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got.
Thank you, guys. I can't really say it was my my best performance, but... Right, Barrett. Oh, ally left. Okay. We gotta go back up the ladder. Yeah, it is very different.
Give me a break.
Fortunately, I think I remember the way out. And we do have a sprint button, which is helpful. Now I just need to find Jessie, because I know from the original game that she's going to be stuck somewhere. Or is that in the second reactor? Nope, she's just here. I guess it was the second reactor. Oh, wait a minute. Well, maybe it's... No, it's here. It just happens a little differently. Well, that's great. Let's go save Jessie.
You okay?
Do I look okay?
Oh, it's automatic.
Help a girl out, would you?
Look at this. Cloud just casually lifts this huge piece of reinforced
hero.
concrete.
Hey, we'll link up over there. Look after Jesse.
In the OG game, you have the option to ignore her and just run right past her.
Come this way. This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably.
Great, that sounds like a plan. I do love that you can slide down ladders as well. Now I just have to keep my eye on her, because this is not the original layout of the reactor from the OG game.
Don't look back.
And we got, hopefully, some potions? Yes, 2 potions. Pyroclase, if you ignore her in the original game, she still survives, but you miss out on some dialogue, and she gets angry at you.
Climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Oh, there goes Barrett up the other ladder. Alright. Well, we made it. Oh, hello.
Barrett!
I've got you covered. Find us a way out of here.
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
Alright, GG, Jesse.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here.
Oh, that sucks to be one of those Shinra soldiers who just got gunned down by Barrett in a cutscene.
5 seconds is all we need. It's over.
I really, really like Punisher mode. Punisher mode is very good.
Gotta get the hell out of here ASAP.
Grab the shinies, and up we go. Redial Nick, I would be pleased if we get 20 hours out of this installment. Oh, here we go again. Alright. Alright, Barrett. Oh, you don't have any ATB. That's fantastic. Alright, switch to Punisher mode. Because that appears to be what these guys are weak against. Barrett, do I really have to micromanage you this badly? Come on. And I fired it in the wrong direction. That's another thing I have to get used to. On the one hand, it's nice that you have directional control. On the other hand, you have to actually be paying attention to where you shoot.
Stay down, asshole.
So, spells and thunder.
Coming at you hard and fast.
And Cloud can use focused thrust. Barrett can use thunder again. Build that pressure gauge. And... there we go, staggered. That was better. This was a better performance. We want to stack up that damage while it's staggered. See if we can get oh, he doesn't have any abilities yet. Okay, this guy's dead. We're done. GG.
Was never in doubt.
Is he gonna drop anything? Doesn't look like it. So back up we go. Okay. Oh, we don't want to get hit by this. These guys cast fire. Holy cow, that jump! Alright, switch to Punisher mode, because I think that, yeah, that's much better at dealing with these guys. Oh, do you, Jinners? I thought you had to walk over and pick him up, but that's good to know. I guess we're pretty much retracing our footsteps. We're going back the way we came. Oh, these have respawned too. That's handy. Come on. Oh, they're already... Okay. Oh, are we good? Okay. Holy... Oh, it's one of these guys. I remember these. Oh, that's neat. They brought this enemy back, too. They brought, so far, every... Okay, he's resistant to physical attacks. He can dodge them very easily, so I wonder... Okay, fire is his weakness. There we go. All right. These guys weren't weak against fire in the original game. Oh, shut up, Barrett.
Sure you could. You're on your own.
That's fine by me.
All right. Maybe operator... No? Okay, so it's Barrett to stagger them. Cloud, once he's built up a little bit of meter, to cast fire. Maybe you have to, Oh, okay.
You're mine.
Okay, so these guys you have to block. I see.
You don't look so good. Take care of those moves before you bleed out.
Okay, I see. You use the counter in Punisher mode on the shock troops. Because they can't dodge it, I guess.
Let's go.
Probably the same place they were in the original. Where the hell... Oh, where are we? Okay. Oh, Barrett, would you kindly... Would you kindly do something?
No escape.
Barrett's gonna hit the sentry ray. A, there we go.
Nothing to it.
Alright. Yep, we just basically retrace our footsteps. I hope so too, Zapfire. I hope so too. Looks like we made it past the cutscene gate. Yeah, suck on that, President Shinra.
Sir.
Oh, look, a smartphone. This is different. They're having their own machines destroy the reactor to try to take Avalanche out in the process, is what I'm guessing is their reason for doing this.
Come on.
Oh, okay, that makes sense considering the original story, yeah. Blowing up the whole thing to frame Avalanche rather than just destroying the pump. Yeah, makes sense. Right, Spirit of Mojave, got it. That definitely makes more sense. All right, where are we okay, yes, but... Again, Jesse? Come on!
Can you walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
well, Pyro, I agree with the one about framing Avalanche. That makes the most sense.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
That was pretty neat.
All right, come on.
But my initial interpretation, because this is different than what you see in the original game, this scene doesn't exist in FF7 Vanilla. None of this does. But I'm glad they added this because this gives you a much better idea of why it was harmful that the reactor blew up. In the original FF7, blowing up the reactor just killed a bunch of innocent people. This is making it look more like Shinra went out of their way to frame Avalanche, which did not happen in OG FF7. Great scene, though. And so I guess this is just a compilation of stuff that happens afterward. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Shinra troops with shields. Oh, this is different, too. But this is the same. That's the scene where he jumps onto the train off the overpass. Okay. So they didn't want to really show us all of the cutscenes after that, but... we still get this, that's good. This iconic scene rendered in nice HD. Alright, alright. Very good. Oh! I don't know what I was expecting, but it certainly should have been this. Hey, do you want to buy the game now? Yeah, I mean, I probably do, but for goodness sake, what a way to shove it in my face. Yeah, that is a nice touch, Upset Coffee. It is a nice touch. My god, alright, well, I wonder what happens if I press circle here. It probably just takes me back to the title screen. Hey guys, did you know the digital deluxe edition comes with a digital art book and a digital mini soundtrack? And honestly, I'm probably going to get the physical version after release day. I don't really like digital versions. I like having something I can hold in my hand. And that I don't have to worry about ever not being able to play. Not even would you like to, Trippe. Just buy it, dumbass. Oh my gosh. Oh, I guess the joke's on me then, Upset Coffee. You already pre-ordered. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Well, alright, let me talk impressions, because people did ask me that. Before I find somebody to raid, this gives me a lot of encouragement. Those morons from Kotaku and Polygon complaining about how impossible the fight against the Guard Scorpion was, typical game journos, right? Oh no, it's even remotely difficult. Oh, whatever will I do? I'll write a bad review, that's what. I'll tell people it's not good. Oh, brah. No. Idiots, all of them, one and all. This is very encouraging for a demo, and if what we're seeing in the demo is even remotely as polished as what we get in the retail version, I think this is going to turn out okay. It might even turn out good. The battle system is clearly very fleshed out. I know they went through a lot of different iterations of it, and Maximilian, for those of you who follow Max, he's had some really good insights into this as well. As have a bunch of the other people who are close to development, but my personal take is the combat was probably the biggest single aspect of the game I was worried about, and after having finally had a chance to get my hands on the complete demo, not just the one that they had at PAX, where you only got to do the Guard Scorpion fight, basically, and you didn't really get to experiment with much else in the game, this was just enough for me to start to see that the combat, they did all right. they found a good way to balance it between modern gameplay and something that people like me who played the original in 1997 will feel comfortable and familiar with. That is an unbelievably difficult balance to strike with a game like this, especially when it started off as a PS1 game, and now they have to develop new systems for it to bring it up to speed for 2020. Not an easy thing to do. And the fact that they've done it as reasonably well as they have, I don't know. I feel like I want to support them with my purchase. I want to show them that this is what I like to see, and this is what I believe in, and this is what I hope they will make more of. Yeah, Jin, I did very poorly against the Guard Scorpion. I think my biggest problem there was I had trouble juggling all of the different systems that you have to kind of master simultaneously in order to be able to exploit his weaknesses the way you're supposed to. Like, you're supposed to be able to stagger him a lot more often than I did. And part of the reason I didn't do so well with that is because I didn't time my attacks well. I whiffed a lot of them. I had Barrett shooting in completely the wrong direction because I was having him try to back off, but also hitting the attack button thinking he would turn around and auto-track, which he didn't. So I messed up a lot during that fight, but now I feel like if I were to do it again, I would probably do a lot better now that I have a better sense of command over all of the systems, over issuing orders to the non-active party member, over timing the cast of thunder and the usage of focus slash and the limit breaks so that they do the maximum amount of stagger buildup. I really appreciate the complexity of this battle system. And I mentioned it a little bit earlier before all of Pat's folks came into raid, but although it doesn't have anywhere near the depth of, say, Devil May Cry 5, it does seem to have little bits and pieces incorporated of the dynamic style of combat that Devil May Cry 5 has, where, like, as Cloud, you're switching combat modes, you're switching between movesets, you're switching between strengths and weaknesses. There is... And exactly, Clint, you've got to spend the bar. You don't just sit on it, you use it. And when you use it, it's satisfying. It makes the combat feel good. Exactly, Akime. So, I feel like once I get more accustomed to this, I'm probably going to have a really good time with the full version of this game. The demo has given me a great deal of encouragement, and I'm really, really pleased by what I've seen so far. And I am not an easy person to please. For those of you who've been following me in the Souls community, you all know that I'm very critical, and I do not hand out praise unless I feel it's genuinely warranted. So, take that for what it means coming from me. And yeah, that's going to wrap up my impressions for the FF7 Remake demo. All I have to say is I am looking forward to about a month from now when I can play the full version of this. And I imagine probably a lot of you are as well. Especially after what you've seen today. I hope, anyway. Yeah, Admiral Poppin' Fresh, exactly. Well, Elk River Dog, it's never too late to start saving up. Fallout Cameramass, thank you so much for the resub. Really appreciate that. Welcome back. And yeah, boy, you're not kidding, Fallout. It is nice to see expectations fulfilled. It certainly was a long and convoluted and complicated road to get here. But just the fact that I am sitting in front of a playable demo of an HD remake of Final Fantasy VII is almost in its own way miraculous. What kinds of unbelievably specific decisions and turns of events had to happen for me to be sitting in front of this game right now, right? There were so many opportunities for this to have just fallen by the wayside, for Square to have abandoned it, for player interest to have tapered off and waned. But here we are. We do it. And on that blessedly cheerful note, We are going to go raid. We're going to go raid. Oh, actually, we are going to go raid a friend of mine named Sierra. She goes by the username Siwa. And she is doing what I believe, if I understand correctly, is a blind playthrough and sort of a meme run of Detroit Become Human. And I know those of you who are from Pat's channel are no strangers to this game. And it promises to be a very interesting first playthrough for her. She's a very, very fun, very sweet, and very friendly young lady. I think you guys will all enjoy her company. So let's go make her evening and really bring her some cheer. Let's spread a little bit of the joy that I feel after having such an encouraging experience with this demo. Thank you all so much for coming to join me. Thank you all to everyone, Pat's folks, and everyone who came along to hang out and to raid. And I look forward to seeing all of you next time. It's been a pleasure, and yeah, there will be more of this come April. Good night, everybody, and take care of yourselves.